Let me maximize it. Okay, currently, if you check the IP address on the router, it says it's 192.168.0.1. Is that not correct? Remember, that's the default IP addresses. That's the default IP address. That's the default IP address at the back of the router. Then it says the username, it's admin, and the password, we should leave it what? Empty. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to type 192.168.0.1. I'm going to press enter. Is that my D-Link?
Yes,
so I'm going to click login. Now, you notice it doesn't have a password. Now, that is risky, right? We need to put a password there. Is that not correct? So I'm going to come to advanced settings. Now, let me go to tools. I go to admin, and I'm come here and says password. Are you guys following me, the administrator? Have you logged in? 192.168.0.1. You come to tools, then you go to where you have admin password. So I'm going to put my Monday 12. Now this is for user password. If I want users to have passwords if they want to log in. Are you getting me? Any user at all. So I'm going to leave it. It said that's the name of the system gateway. That's what the name is going to give it. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to click save settings. I'm going to wait for the following seconds for everything to be saved. Then when I try to refresh now, if I try to log in, it will now prompt me for what? A password. So I'll click continue. If I say login, it's telling me invalid what? Password. So let me put the password. It's Monday 12. Now the next thing I want to do now is to set up the wireless router so that users can connect. Now the first step I can do is to come here and says internet connection wizard. I don't want to use internet connection wizard because I know my internet coming to my computer is automatic. The IP address is given to me automatic. So I just want to leave it like that. But best practice does not allow you to do that. For best practice, you want to statically put the IP address there. Are we together? So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to say manually set up internet connection. Now if I say manually set up internet connection, it's going to bring up the connection. Now if you notice by default, it's automatically on what? Dynamic. So if I already know what IP address the server in RIT is giving me, I will come in here and I'll say what? I'll say, okay, use static. Are you getting me? Then I can now come and statically what? Assign the IP address. Are we together? So I'll just leave it on dynamic for practice for now. Now the next step is going to ask us, it's set up our wireless what? Settings. So I'll come to wireless settings. Now you know you have the wizard and you also have to add wireless device, and you can also what? Manually set up your wireless network. Now for the wizard, it's very much pretty easy for people who really don't know how to start configuring a wireless network. Is that not correct? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come in here and click on manual wireless setup. So the current SSID name is what? D-Link. So I'm going to call this one group what? Group 1. Now, did you see the mode? It says N, G, and what? B. I can actually come in here and select whichever one I want to select, right? So I want to take this, the default one, just in case some of you are using any of the versions. Okay, channels, it's enabled automatic. I'm going to leave it like that. So what's the security mode? I'm going to use WAP2 what? Personal. So I'm going to come in here, I'm going to put a preset key. So my preset key will be Monday 12. Sorry, group 1. Capital letter G, then group 1. So I'm done with that. I'll click Save Settings. It says it must be at least 8 characters, okay? So let's make it 8 characters then. We'll call it group Okay, the G is capital letter, then I'll call it 2014-1. Then I'll click Save Settings. Okay, yeah, I want to save the settings. I'll leave it for 50 seconds. Make sure the other users, you're doing yours as well as I'm doing mine. That's why you're watching the screen. Okay, I'll click continue. Now it's set up. The next stop is network settings. Now, if you notice, I'm using 192.168.0.1. Is that not correct? I actually wanted to change this. I will change it to 192.6.1. Now, that's the router's IP address. Now, I'll link it at D-Link router. Now, you notice here has changed as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm going to connect from 2 to what? It says always broadcast, and of course I'm not having a DNS. This is if I want to keep giving a certain user an IP address. Now I'm the only person connected now, right? Is that not correct? I'm the only person connected now, so I'm going to click Save Settings. Everything's going to, yeah. So I'm going to wait for the seconds. So I'm going to unplug. I'm going to unplug my LAN, my cable. Are you getting me? I'm going to unplug it and plug it back again because remember the IP address has changed. So I'm going to unplug it, which I've done now, and I'm going to plug it back, which I've done now. So I'm going to click Continue. So you notice that even on the top it has changed as well. Did you notice? It's now 192.168.6.1. So it's going to ask me now to log in. So I'm going to put my password. It's Monday 12. And that's it. So my users, can you connect? You will see group 1. Gates, you should set up yours. The other group, you should set up yours. Great. So gates, not group 2 and group 3. What you need to do now is to put off your wireless router, take the power off, and connect it again so that you can get a new IP address for your internet. You should be able to have internet access as well. Then check your adapter if you have a static IP address configured on your LAN adapter or if it's disabled. Okay, have you guys connected?
Still.
Okay, yeah. You should be connected. You should be connected. Then I'll show you all your computers later on. Yeah, you should be connected. Yeah. Getting network information because it will need to give you IP addresses. Yes?
It's taking longer than that.
Yes.
Group 1 24.
Yes. Is this now connected?
Yes. Can't connect.
There's an internet group on this route. It's showing. What's the password?
Group 2003.
Check, can you please check the front? If the cables are fitted properly, put them in, please. Put them in properly. Put them in. The LAN cables, put them in.
Yes, sir, they're connected.
Yeah.
General information can be collected group 2014. Group 2014. Minister.
Okay, my users, are you connected?
No,
It doesn't want to.
doesn't want.
Why?
It's saying can't connect to
Can't connect
this network.
to this network.
It's taking longer than usual. Yeah, it's not even connecting. Don't worry, we are faster.
Doesn't want to connect.
Does it make sense? You should be able to connect. Group 1, right?
Yes. Password Monday 12.
No. Group, it's group.
The group is G, capital G, then group, then 2014 1.
Yes. But it's still not.
You sure it's not connecting?
No, it's just taking longer than usual to connect. Just not. Can't connect.
Hmm? Okay, just a minute. Let's see. Yeah, but you should be able to connect. It's
finished.
Yeah, just wait. I'm trying to connect again. One class. Network settings. I don't even have my IP address here. Status. Yeah, this is the IP address that is coming from the default gateway. Are you getting me? That's why it says 1. And this is your LAN. Yeah, that's the network ID. It's not even showing me any LAN computers. Okay, let me try to on my wireless. Let me see if I can on my wireless. Let me try to connect. Okay, that's my wireless I'm putting on now. So let me see. It says group 1, right? Okay, let me connect to it. It's GROUP 2014, right? 1. Okay. It says invalid password.
The password.
Yeah, that's what I think. So maybe you wrote it a bit different and then put it in.
But does it tell you guys invalid password?
Yes, you can connect to this network.
Okay, let me try to see if I can change the password to something else. Okay, let me try to change the password to something else. Let me go to setup, wireless settings. Okay, let me put Monday, that's capital letter M, Nonday 2014-1. So this is the password now. Yeah.
12.
So this is the password now. That's the password. 2014-1.
12. 2014.
So that's the password now. So let's see. Yeah, you should connect now. Are you connected now?
Yes.
Are you connected now?
Yes.
So I think it was the pre-shared key probably was not strong enough, and that's why I was preventing it. It wasn't strong enough. So if I go to status now, listen carefully. If I go to status now, if I come here, I'll be able to. Okay, I think I need to refresh so that I can see the names of the users. Okay, the IP address is not yet showing.
Are you still verifying?
Okay. Who else again is connected? Okay.
Limited.
Excuse me?
So connection is limited.
But you are connected. It's connected. Just leave it.
Connection needs to get to get time out.
Are you connected? And what is it saying?
Limited.
Is that what it's saying?
Yeah, you can't open other pages.
You sure?
Yes.
Because you should be able to browse. Okay, do IP config and see what is your IP address. Do IP config. Oh, I see the problem. I have a wrong DNS on my system. So what I need to do now is to take out those DNS. So let me release. Let me renew. Let's see. Okay, it's still giving me wrong DNS. So I need to change that DNS information. So I'll just put 164. So what I'll do now, let me go to my internet setup, my WAN setup. You see, it's using this DNS servers. Are you getting me? Yeah. It's using that DNS server. So let me check this. Let me see if that will solve the problem first. Let me see if that will solve the problem. Then I can now assign the IP address statically. Let's see. Is it opening now? Is there internet now? Do you have internet now?
Yes, sir.
So that's your IP address, guys. These are the IP addresses of the internet sessions. You can see, remember we talked about your router. You can see how people are communicating. You see them? Out, in, out, in. The ports they were using TCP, some are even using UDP. and the port numbers. You can see all the communications. They are all here. If I want to see the statistics of my network, it tells me how many data I've sent and how many has what? Received. This is on the LAN. Then on the wireless, this is what I've taken. On the WAN, this is what they have sent. Are you guys able to browse now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay. You can see all the packets, authentication and things, sessions. But I don't know why it's not able to pick up your name, your computer names. So this is for advanced communication, huh? That's for advanced communication, guys. Now that is we've set. Okay, I'm waiting for you guys. Are you set up now? You guys browsing?
No, see, that's not connected.
Okay, do IP config, guys. Do IP config. What's your IP addresses? Can you tell me where? Do IP config and tell me your IP address. .6. Okay, you're 6. Okay. .8.4. .1. Who else again? So 13. At the back, people browsing now. I'm just waiting to reset my router, then okay, now you can notice I can see all the users now. That's why I decided to put off the router. Huh? Yeah, I can see all the users.
It's going to limit it.
Yeah, just try to connect again, then you'll be able to connect.
It goes off. Can I just
The other group, are you guys able to browse? So these are all the users. You can see all my users here. They are all here. I can revoke their IP address. Wireless clients. These are all of them. They are all using wireless N. Now, did you note at the rate? Who's .5? Is browsing at 130. Who is .6? JP, you're 6, right? You're browsing at 65. Who is .7? Who is .8? Is browsing at 72, .10, 72, and .4, 65. That's your signal rate. That's your transmission speed. His is much faster. Are you .5?
Yes, sir.
It's much faster.
You must refresh.
Okay.
Because some of us was limited first. It's only connected again.
Okay, let's see.
It's connected now.
It must be a refresh button or something.
Okay, I can see .9, .10, .11. So let me see if we can get that. Okay, .9 is 72 as well. This one is also going higher, 41, 44. So that is the speed at which they transmit based on the network. Are we together?
Why are we still not appearing?
You are there. You're 9. Who's 9?
No, I'm 50.
You're 13.
I'm 12.
Yeah, 13. This is 11. This JP. JP, you're 11. Now, so the IP address is just.
Oh, it changed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm 8 now.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, it's DHCP. So
Yes.
dynamically changed.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are 8 computers already. Where are the rest of you? How many of you have you not connected? Okay. What's your IP address? Okay, the guys over there. Are you guys browsing too as well?
Yeah.
Yes, the guys over there. You should be able to browse. Huh? But are you guys connected? Are you guys connected? Are your users connected? What are you guys doing?
So it changed your IP. So it changed your IP.
This was DHCP. No, I was not reset. Was I reset?
Why do you guys
So much is I log in the
No, don't say group 1. You have to say group 2, not group 1. Did you change your IP address? Did you change your IP address? Did you guys change your IP address? Did you change your IP address? Can you put on that router and put it on again? I don't even know why it's holding it. Okay, guys, I think we have to call it a day. We have to call it a day.
We can pass.